Hi, I am going to first. I want to preface this with a trigger warning, talking about molestation and abuse. So if that is something that does not sit well with you or something that you cannot hear, then please, by all means, stop watching the video now. I, for the last 15 years, I've talked about, have been on a just a journey to self, really, since, to be exact, June, probably really May of 2010, but officially in June 2010 when I left Ohio. So what I'm learning about myself and my life and the patterns is when I share those aspects of me, or when I don't hide those circumstances and events that made me who I am today, the floodgates open up. And when I start to cower and not be me, I feel completely off. And that's how I've been feeling the last probably a couple months. That's caught up to me. So obviously, if we are connected on here, these bugs are on my nerves. If we are connected on here, you know that I had a miscarriage in October, had to go through a DNC, and I'm gonna wait for that. I really do not like loud cars or loud noises in general. And once I had that, I did not give myself any time to recover on the physical aspect. Emotionally and mentally, I was already detached because the whole situation was not ideal and was not fun. But you just roll, with life, you just roll with the punches, And so that's what I did. So at that point, I was already detached. And so I did not know that on a physical level, I needed the healing. Well, I did know, but I just didn't do it. And about not even a week later, I just hit the ground running. There was a birthday challenge that the studio was having, and I had already had 3 classes. I needed to get 39 in total, so I got about 37 classes in less than 3 weeks, which is insane. I went hard, and then after that I went into Pilates, megaformer, Metatone, and then I got a kickboxing, and then after that I went into 4 months of strength training with Sarah. And so I did not give my body any time to recover physically. And in May, it caught up to me. Once life slowed down, I started a business, and once I had my product launch, about a week after that, things slowed down. And then that is when I started to feel it in my body. I started to feel it mentally and emotionally, and I was very agitated and irritated by so many things. And so then the last few weeks, I'm like, what the hell is going on? My face is breaking out. I do not break out. Like, what's happening? And so I wrote one of my yoga themes, and the yoga theme, after I wrote it and I said it in the class, I was like, wait, I'm feeling this. And then I go back to my last yoga themes from the last 3 to 4 weeks, and I'm like, these were all for me. I'm sitting here writing these for other people, and I'm like, I needed those for myself. One of them was coming home to yourself, which just already speaks for itself. The other one is standing in your power, and I can't remember what the third one was, but that was the one that actually sparked me to say, wait, these are for you, girl. You're writing this for other people, and you need to hear these yourself. So it got me to meditating and seeking out some spiritual guidance. And I'm like, oh, the miscarriage is finally catching up to you. And so the last week, I have been focusing on that. I'm doing the healing now that I should have done in October. It's better late than never, I suppose, right? But I'm saying all that to say, when I was 4, I was molested. And so from the ages of 4 till about 8 or 9, my little tiny self was experiencing sexual things that I should not have been experiencing on so many different levels. And then after that, being in contact or with, we gotta wait for this to pass. Whew. It's just so noisy, I can't. So from 4 to 9, I'm sure I blocked out so much, because these were all different circumstances and people. And so I've had encounters with registered sex offenders, pedophiles, abusive men. I just attracted that because I guess that's what my life was supposed to be. Okay. And so we all, well, not all, some of us have circumstances, most of us do have circumstances and situations and events in life that are happening to you or have happened to you because they are part of your purpose. And like I said in the beginning of this, when I sprinkle parts of that, of who I am and why I am the way I am and what built me to be the woman that I am, the floodgates open up. And when I don't do that, it's like I'm out of sorts. So this page is not going to be that. I'm going to sprinkle in parts of my healing journey. I'm really focusing on that. Granted, I am very late to my miscarriage healing. I could possibly help someone who's on a recent one, or someone who's been molested, or someone who has had sexually abusive partners or sexually abusive people in their lives. Can help them. My womb has needed healing since the age of 4. And I'm about to be 40 in a few months. I'm going to leave that behind and just really work and focus on that healing, because I don't do it consistently enough, particularly womb healing. And so that's what my routine has been like the last several days. And I've already been feeling lighter. I've already been feeling, getting more clarity on things. So yeah, that's where I am right now. I refuse to go into and you know what? That could be possibly why I've been having miscarriages and issues with the womb area, because I ain't doing the healing that needs to be done. And I'm ready to. I don't know right now if I want to have kids in the future. I don't. Because men are not something that is appealing to me at the moment. And also my life is I'm just so focused and doing well. And I like that for me at the moment. So who knows? Whatever. Doesn't matter. So yes, that I'm going to be sprinkling in parts of my routines, parts of my healing journey. And none of this is meant to be sad. I'm not sad. So don't be sad. Don't even be sad for my 4-year-old, my child self, because I'm not sad. I think I've already worked through that part years ago. So I'm not sad about it. It's just like, okay, that's just what happened. And now how do we be a warrior because of that? How are we stronger because of that? And that's, I think, what it means to not be in victim mentality. Yes, things are going to make you feel sad. Some things are going to make you want to stay under the covers for days. It happens. But then you got to get to a point where you don't allow that to control you anymore. And that's where I am. I mean, I've been there for a long time, but in healing, in any kind of healing, we allow ourselves to be open to attract the greatness. We allow ourselves to be open to be great. And so that is where I am. And I hope that you come along for the journey when I share it.